Former Governor Bob McDonnell will spend 2 years in prison to answer for corruption charges. So how does the current governor feel about the McDonnell case, and what type of change does he want? Then your side's Erin Kelly was in Richmond yesterday for the sentencing. She caught up with Governor McAuliffe today. Erin?
And I was at the Governor McAuliffe's inauguration. Soon after he was sworn in, he announced his plans for ethics reform. He called yesterday a sad day for the Commonwealth. The 71st governor of Virginia walked out of a federal courthouse yesterday with a sentence to serve 2 years in prison. He called himself a fallen human being who never betrayed the oath of office. The day Bob McDonnell handed over the governorship to Terry McAuliffe, the new governor called for ethics reform.
As soon as I was sworn in, within minutes, I signed an executive order for myself, my family, my administration, and their entire family that they will be subjected to a $100 cap. And we have lived with that for the year. And I'm hoping that the General Assembly does the same thing.
McDonnell and his wife, Maureen, were found guilty of accepting thousands in gifts and loans from a businessman in exchange for promoting his products. McAuliffe said the case has hurt the Commonwealth.
This was horrible for Virginia. As someone who has traveled the globe to try and bring business back, it's horrible for our reputation. As I've always said, my heart goes out to the entire McDonnell family. This is a very sad day for the Commonwealth of Virginia.
McAuliffe says in addition to the $100 cap, he wants an ethics commission with teeth and wants to prevent legislators from raising money while in special session. But what about intangible gifts like vacations?
$100 gift ban across the board. I mean, what is it when legislators can be taken on trips all over the globe, paid for by an interest group that has legislation before them? Needs to end it. If you want to go on vacation, you should pay for yourself just like every other citizen of the Commonwealth of Virginia.
Coming up at 6, we take a look at Maureen McDonnell's case. She's set to be sentenced in February. Erin Kelly, 10 on your side.
A lot of loose ends still to be tied up in the sentencing for former Governor Bob McDonnell.
You saw it all happen live on Wavy TV yesterday. McDonnell got 2 years in prison and 2 years probation. The judge ruled he's to report to prison by February 9th. We still don't know where he will serve his time, as well as what will happen with his wife Maureen's sentencing next month. 10 on your side's Erin Kelly was part of our team coverage in Richmond. She's back today following up on this history-making event for Virginia. Erin?
Well, yesterday the judge said a lot of things, including that he referred to a businessman, Johnny Williams, as a serpent, saying, quote, while Ms. McDonnell may have allowed the serpent into the mansion, the governor knowingly brought him into his business and financial affairs. Bob McDonnell asked the judge to give his wife mercy before him. Maureen McDonnell sat 2 benches behind her husband as a judge sentenced him to 2 years in prison Tuesday. The former First Lady of Virginia won't know until next month what punishment awaits her.
Ms. McDonnell was not an elected official. The public did not vest the type of trust in her that the public would have vested in the governor, which I'm sure the court took into consideration.
A jury found the McDonnells guilty of accepting thousands of dollars in gifts and loans from a businessman in exchange for helping his company. Defense attorney James Broccoletti says Bob McDonnell's sentence of 2 years gives insight into what the judge could give the former governor's wife.
I think, number one, it sets a ceiling. I think it's very difficult for the court to go above what was imposed upon the governor to impose upon the wife. And number two, I think what you'd be looking for is the distinctions that the court drew between the activities of the individuals.
Although Bob McDonnell got years less than what prosecutors called for, Broccoletti says Maureen's team likely isn't resting easy.
And so I'm sure that they're not going to relax in any way in terms of the efforts that they're going to put forth to make sure that she has the best possible disposition. But certainly what happened yesterday is a significant event for them in terms of it gives them, I think, a great deal of hope in moving forward.
And she'll be reporting for her sentencing on February 20th. A source close to the investigation says that it's unlikely that if she does serve any time, it'll likely include home confinement. But it's not likely that she'll get any more time than her husband because she was not an elected official. Erin Kelly, 10 on your side.